Preseason time. Preseason week 1 just happened. We're basically in 2 by the time this is out, but we're just going to talk about preseason. Elijah's going to do his quarterback power rankings, and then we're going to talk about the Steelers game. Also, news, NFL news, J.J. McCarthy, quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, former national championship winner with the Michigan Wolverines, is out for his rookie season. He tore his meniscus in the game, right?
Yes. Yep. In the game.
So, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I feel terrible for him.
Sure. Yeah. It's always sucks to
He's not a great quarterback. He looked good in the preseason game, but
yeah.
Obviously would never want to wish an injury on anybody.
No.
Especially, I have to go through the same thing that he has to, and it's just
my gosh. Yeah, cry about it. All right, let's go on.
Person school soccer is the same thing as the NFL, basically.
Yeah, because you're getting paid.
Anyways. J.J. McCarthy out for the season. Preseason. Yep. Elijah, what did you think about the first week? Do you think it didn't feel like preseason? It just felt like the games were good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I mean, I only watched maybe a few, but I mean, I wasn't going crazy. It's obviously preseason, but as it usually goes, people like to overreact with preseason, and I think that's the most exciting part. Yeah. And preseason can mean a lot, or it can mean a whole lot of nothing. Steelers fans know a lot about that. So, it's nice to have NFL football back.
For sure.
But,
best game. We're not doing games of the week, but what do you think the best game is?
Well, I would say probably pulling up the scores real quick. Broncos-Colts game.
That was a good game.
Yeah. No,
that Rams-Cowboys exciting ending. Terrible quarterback play from both sides, but
for sure, yeah. I mean, preseason, whatever.
So, if I'm feeling, nice enough, we'll maybe throw the graphics up on the screen. If they're not up, just know that I'm lazy as heck.
He is, yeah.
Usually, yeah. So, real quick, we'll just go through the scores. Patriots beat the Panthers 17-3. Giants defeated the Lions 14-3. Texans beat the Steelers 20-12. Dolphins beat the Falcons 20-13. Eagles won by 3 against the Ravens in a 16-13 game. Saturday's games: Seahawks beat the Chargers 16-3. Jets beat Commanders 20-17. Bears crushed the Bills 33-6. Vikings beat the Raiders 24-23. Packers beat the Browns 23-10. Buccaneers beat the Bengals 17-14. Jaguars took down the Chiefs 26-13. Titans defeated the Niners 17-13. Saints beat the Cardinals 16-14. Broncos, of course, we said, beat the Colts 34-30. And then a 1-point game to wrap up our preseason games in a horrific, incredible game. Rams 13, Cowboys 12. Cowboys would be the only team to sell a game with 4 interceptions and still manage to lose.
Yep, that's the Cowboy way.
I'm not reading these off every single week.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely not doing this. This is just, we didn't have a script for this week, so we're just kind of winging it.
We're winging it.
Do we want to go to QBs? My favorite part of preseason.
Yeah, take it away.
So there were a lot more quarterbacks than I had expected. I really just thought it was like the first round picks. But anyway, we're going to start out with number 1, Joe Milton for the Patriots. Kind of surprised. He did well. But anyway, number 2, Bo Nix with a passing touchdown for the Broncos. He had a pretty good game. Number 3, Caleb Williams. He looked a little Mahomey, so I would give him that.
Stop the glazing. Gosh.
Number 4, J.J. McCarthy, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Pretty good game. Obviously, we won't see him anymore this season, but at least Vikings fans can be excited about preseason. Number 5, Michael Penix of the Falcons, 104 yards. He looked pretty good. Jaden Daniels will take number 6 with a rushing touchdown, and he was throwing some nice passes too. Number 7, Andrew Peasley of the Jets, 73 passing yards, 1 touchdown. That's not the guy they drafted. Wasn't the guy they drafted like Jordan something? I don't. Anyway, we're not gonna.
I don't pay attention to the poverty teams.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, the Seahawks. But anyway,
shut up. Keep talking.
Gosh. Spencer Rattler for the Saints, 70 yards and a rushing touchdown. Could be a starter for the Saints in the future. Jason Bean of the Colts, 51 yards, 1 passing touchdown. Sam Hartman had 80 passing yards, and that's of the Commanders if you didn't know. Jack Plummer of the Panthers, he had 86 passing yards. He also had a lot of passes, so that's why his yards look like there's a lot. But anyway. Devin Leary of the Ravens, 37 passing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Michael Pratt of the Packers, 46 yards, and he only had 2 incompletions, but he only passed 7 times, so it doesn't really mean anything. Austin Reed of the Bears, 50 yards. He only had that in 2 passes, so I guess that's good for him. Kendon Slovis or Slavis? Yeah, I think you know that guy pretty well. Of the Colts. He used to play for Pitt, if you didn't know.
39 for all my mental health.
39 passing yards, didn't really do anything for the Colts.
Actually, Phil Jerkovich is worse, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Then Drake May will finish that out, and he only had like 2 passes for like 19. Well, he had 3 passes, 1 incompletion, and for like 19 yards. But a little honorable mention is John Rice Plumlee with the 2 kick returns, 1 running into his own teammate, and I don't remember what happened on the other one. So.
Now, let me just remind you, Elijah. This was a while back. I don't even know if this was on the show or if it was a text message or something. But didn't I say Joe Milton could be better than Drake May and
yes, 100%. I will give you credit for that.
You remember me saying that? Great. Well, he's already better than J.J. McCarthy now for the season.
All right. What the heck, bro? That's.
I don't mean that in a rude way. If Drake May goes down or Milton starts, he's automatically better.
All right, saying. Whatever. But yeah, I mean,
like George Pickens is better than like Calvin Johnson this season.
Okay, you're not funny. Preseason. It's preseason. Joe Milton probably will. He might not even be he's probably 3rd string, but he might not even have a chance to play at all, especially with Bailey Zappi still on the squad.
Bill Belichick loved and hated that man.
Yeah, I don't know how he's still on the team. He got cut and then re-signed and he started and then.
Holy crap! I did not see Tommy DeVito on that list.
Maybe because he's not a rookie, buddy.
Oh,
these
yeah,
are all rookie
quarterbacks. That's why. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah. I should just stop talking.
Yeah, you should. It should be my show, The Huddle, starring Elijah Coher, and that's it. Maybe I'll find my own guest host sometime. Maybe DJ or Connor will come back. That's, yeah. I don't even remember. Oh, Pastor Kurt. We can have Kurt come on again. He can be my co-host.
No. If you want to.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or we can bring Ken back on.
Or we could bring Sam or... Yeah.
No, Sam
was on a couple times.
Honestly, let's bring Connor back.
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
Anyway.
Now we're basically getting nowhere, so let's go to a Steel Curtain session.
Yeah, here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh played in preseason, and it didn't go well.
Crap. Now remember,
it's preseason.
Last year we went 3-0, and we thought Kenny Pickett was like our glorious
Tom Brady or something.
And then he just left us. Anyways, what do you think about the game? I mean, it's preseason. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Preseason, whatever. It doesn't mean squat. I mean, like you said last year, Kenny Pickett, we all know. But it started out pretty sloppy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, fumbles with Herbig at center. I'm not even sure why he's at center.
Yeah, that was going to be my first takeaway. Frazier should be starting. I don't care.
Yeah, he played really well. Again, it was against backups, but like still.
Yeah, but that's the starting position.
Yeah. So
I like Herbig. I want him to succeed, but play him at a
Yeah.
guard. He's not a center.
whatever.
Nope.
Any
Pickens looked okay. Najee
Yeah.
looked fine.
Yeah, Najee. I thought Najee was probably the best running back on the field. I mean, he only had 9
Yeah,
yards.
he did look good. Jalen Warren had a couple of those Jalen Warren plays. Just
Yeah.
quick speed, quick break.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, outside of the fumbles.
Well, it wasn't really his fault anyway, but I thought he looked fine. I mean, he only had one incompletion and some nice passes to Pickens and stuff. But I would, I thought he looked fine. And I thought Kyle Allen did a good job too. So he's definitely making the roster, if you ask me. But
I think he will. He'll have to.
Any standouts for you, like in this preseason? Any guys that are like
Peyton Wilson? He's a dog.
Yeah,
I told you it was a steal when we got him. I'm so happy we got him. And he looked outstanding. He looked like a veteran. The way he was playing and stuff. Also, I wasn't impressed with Fatana.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did get hurt, but I was not impressed.
Isn't he like technically named the starting right tackle now, and they're making Broderick Jones and Dan Moore battle for left or something? I'm pretty sure that's...
Dan Moore shouldn't be starting though. That's just not even Broderick.
I mean, if they're having a talk that there's a battle for that position, then maybe Broderick's not as good as we thought. But anyway, a guy that I would pick out was DeMarvin Leal. He had a nice sack, and he looked pretty good. And he hasn't been good at all, basically, for his whole career. So it's nice.
Madden franchise he is.
Yeah, Madden franchise. He's like an 85 overall by now. No, I'm kidding. He's actually still a 67 in my franchise. But
we just started.
Because Logan, actually, I did like a whole season yesterday. But anyway,
podcast, bro. Madden later.
Beanie Bishop looked good.
Yep.
And
looked good.
Yeah,
he had a couple of those just quick. I mean, he did what a safety has to. If it's a run play or pass out to the flat, get your butt up there and get a tackle. Yeah. Had a couple of those. He looked all right.
I thought Corey Trice had some nice plays.
Trice had a solid game.
Yeah. You know who didn't have a good game was Quez Watkins with his fumble, his fumble on the
bro. He's just John Olszewski. He's a speed merchant. I mean, just toss the ball deep to him, and he'll run a streak, catch it.
But I don't see him making the roster. He's not making the 53-man. I'm calling that right now.
How about we trade him for Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah, that's a fair trade.
Anyways, the one call I did not agree with at all.
Oh, here we go.
At all. It is 12:20, and we are in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you going for 2?
Yeah, so I can actually answer this. Last year in preseason, we were winning, and we decided to go for 2, not because to win the game, just because Mike Tomlin wanted to see what we can do in a 2-point
situation. Okay.
And I think, and it's not like, I know it seemed like a dumb coaching call, but I think Tomlin just wanted to see what we can do on 2-point conversions. Because again, it's the preseason.
You put it that way, yes, I would agree with that. Yeah. For a man like me who doesn't care if it's a preseason game or a spring training game, I'm competitive. I want to see us win. I thought it was call.
Yeah, it was a horrible call. No, you don't go for 2 when you can get an extra point and tie up the game. I mean, there's some cases where you do that, but like a preseason. Well, again, we're going to count out that it's preseason, but like a regular season game, you don't ever do that. And I know Tomlin would know that. I just think that he was trying to see what we can do on 2-point conversions, and he figured why not just risk it here. Doesn't really matter. It's first preseason game, whatever. So yeah, I get what you mean. Like it was a dumb call, but also preseason. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we have anything else.
Sick. Next week, preseason week 2. Or this week, or yesterday was preseason week 2. Gosh.
Ew.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Get some help.
I have I don't know, it's like this Oreo cheesecake my mom made, and it's stuck Like,
You know what
it's
that
just,
you know what that
burnt.
sounded like though? That sounded like when the Seahawks were in the goal. What was it, like second and goal or something in the Super Bowl, and they decided to throw the ball instead of run. It sounded a lot like that. It was like sounded like a choke.
You know what? I could. You want me to bring that like the last 4 years of the Packers
Alright.
versus the 49ers in the playoffs?
All right.
Yes,
I
that's
didn't-
your trap.
Where were the Seahawks this year in the playoffs?
They're not making the playoffs, bro. Actually, you didn't hear anything. Go check out last week's episode and see where we have the Packers and Seahawks.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for listening. I'm Levi Jenkins, alongside here with my friend and co-host Elijah Coer. We'll see you guys next week. Remember,
Oh,
no, not PC yet.
Nope.
Like and subscribe. Comment if you want. Do a fantasy team. We're not doing a fantasy league with any of you because I'm an 8 and y'all are strangers. So
unless you're literally like our family and we actually are doing a fantasy league, then yes. we are doing
yeah,
one.
unless you are my family. But I don't even think I'm doing one with my family.
I'm not doing one either. So like, I guess we're not.
Probably not.
No.
Do a fantasy league. Buy a jersey. Be a good fan. You know the drill. It's NFL time. Let's go. Amen. See you
Hallelujah.
next week. What
Go
is this
Beanie
end?
Bishop.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
Zach Frazier. Let's go Mountaineers. Go Pack Go. Here we go
Hell
Steelers.
to Pitt.
No, peace.